We are live. That's what it says. Let's see if that's correct. I see myself. Hopefully, if you're there, you see me too and you hear me too. I think we're good. All right, Capricorn, welcome to your birthday season reading. Hello there if you're live in the chat tonight. Hello there if you're watching on repeat. Capricorn, wherever you are in the world right now, I hope you're safe, happy, and secure. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you so much for being here. Always a trooper. Always a trooper. Um, Thank you, Sissy, very much. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Again, wherever you are in the world right now, Capricorn, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. I'm looking around to make sure I have everything. Yeah, I think I'm good. Water, that's what I wanted. I'm thirsty already. Anyway, guys, it's your birthday season, Capricorn. Hopefully, you have an amazing birthday. If it has passed already, if it's upcoming, whenever it is, I hope it's cool. I hope you have a good time. Please be safe. Take all precautions necessary to keep yourself and other people safe and healthy at this time, okay? All right. Let's start out with a general for your birthday season, Capricorn. And let's see which deck. I laid them out, and I don't really like how I laid them out on the table here, but I laid them out, before I turned the camera on to kind of have easy access. So I think we're going to go steampunk. Haven't used that for a while. So let's just do a general overview for you guys. Thank you all for joining tonight. If you're watching on repeat, thank you for that. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you want to get at me for a personal reading at any time, you can find the information down in the description box, okay? And thank you, big old shout out to my mods, Sissy and Amir. I'm not sure that Amir will be here tonight, but if for both of them, thank you guys so much for joining me and helping me out when I do this stuff, okay? So let's go ahead and do Capricorn's general overview right now, and then we're going to do different areas of life. Capricorn, if you're live here in the chat tonight, just drop a question into the, what do you call it? Chat box. That's what it's called. And feel free to ask me any question that you want, provided you were born as a Capricorn under the sign of Capricorn, okay? But let's see. General overview for Capricorns at this time. And once again, per usual, I came here and I'm super hungry. All right, let's go for it. Thank you, Sissy, for the instructions there and the shout-outs. Thank you very much. Or the information, I should say. For Capricorn and Capricorn season, what's the general overview message? Four Cups reversed. All right. This one, Page of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords in reverse. Four Cups, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords in reverse, fire sign and air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like there's some type of setback here, some type of it feels sad. It feels disappointed. I feel like you, Capricorn, or someone around you right now is very disappointed. Let me show you. Excuse me. God, am I holding this right? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Four of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Hopefully you can see that. You might be dealing with a child, or there's a child in the story, child in the center. It's what this feels like. It doesn't have to be a fire sign child. It could be any zodiac side, but there's someone in the middle here who has their head down, where, the Page of Wands normally is excited about life, is excited about circumstances and potential. But with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords reverse, and putting the Page of Wands in the middle, it doesn't feel adventurous. It doesn't feel excited. It feels really lonely and depressed. That could be you, could again be a child in the situation somewhere. I'm not really sure. And the Four of Cups, I think, is like, it's like an empty feeling. Like this is really hard to connect to, if I'm honest. Uh, it feels like really empty. Like maybe there was some type of loss. I really, surprisingly, I'm gonna have to clarify this because I can't really connect to what's going on here. All I can see and all I can feel is that there's somebody very disappointed, a younger person. They don't have to be a child, like a little kid, but someone who is either young at heart. They could be, a teenager or a young adult, maybe upwards into their 20s, but it's someone who normally is full of inspiration, full of energy, full of spark, funny, charismatic, all those types of things. But I feel they're kind of wedged between disappointing circumstances or unfulfilling circumstances, right? With the Four of Cups in reverse, and then the Knight of Swords in reverse, possibly another person, or just an energy around them, just the people that they're around collectively. But it's this, it's irate. It's not fun, whatever this is. But let's clarify. I want to know what the Four of Cups is because all I can see and feel is like a dreaded, that's a heavy word, but like this dreaded, it's like also a fear thing, like whatever the situation is, the relationship, the connection, someone here is afraid of something and I don't know that they know how to get out of it. So let me quickly see what's going on with the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? To start this, why is the Four of Cups here? Right there. Thank you. And what's the Knight of Swords about? Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse here? Thank you. So clarification on the Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be a work situation, and then the King of Pentacles over here, and then like possibly a boss at work. So to clarify the Four of Cups, you got the Eight of Pentacles, right? And then that Knight of Swords in reverse comes out with the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy 2 times. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this could be stress at work. This could be under a lot of pressure at work, or it's like going to a place, interacting with this person, it like knots you up inside. You really don't like it. Two of Swords. You really hate this situation. Like the fire, whatever fire potential is here for someone to feel, excited and happy with the situation. A card is flipped over in the middle here. Exactly. The Hermit. It's just not going anywhere. Capricorn, this really sucks. And I think it's a matter of, I think you're stuck where you are. Two of Swords and the Hermit came out. Or at least this is how you feel. You feel stuck where you are right now. You feel stuck with this relationship, stuck with this job, stuck in this mindset and how you feel. In very general terms, this could be some form of depression or a depressive moment in your life, or depressed moment in your life, something like that. And I feel bad because the energy that's presented here feels very hopeless and helpless, right? It doesn't feel like, or it doesn't look like to you or whoever is resonating with this message, it doesn't look like there's anything that can be helped. And if there are other people here, I think they are kind of in a position of power. They have rhyme and reason to be how they are. Like, again, I'm getting like boss, maybe also for some of you, like a family member, a senior family member, someone who's older than you or something like that. And in the middle of this story is just this person who, for whatever reason, just feels completely out of sorts, completely ill-equipped to deal with what's going on here. This is unfortunately, like, that's a shitty way to start your reading, and it's a general overview of what's going on at this time for you guys, right? Capricorn. And it just doesn't feel, it feels very sluggish. It doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. It doesn't feel like it's going to be positive. It really doesn't. It feels really dark. It feels very dark. So that's what I got out of that, unfortunately. If that resonated with you, I hope it helped you. If it did not resonate with you and it doesn't feel like that's your story, count yourself lucky. But yeah, we're going to move on. So if there are any Capricorns here tonight, again, if you have a question, type it down into the chat box. I will answer it as soon as I can, which is probably, yeah, if you're here now, you would get your question done right now. Once again, we're going to move on to the next area if there are no questions. So we do the general. Love is last. Work and finances first. Sissy, help me. I never remember my own order. General, love and romance is last. Health and wellness, or finance and career? Finance and career, health and... I think it's finance and career first, then health and wellness. So we'll go with that. We'll go with career and finance first. All right. So again, if you guys are here right now, Capricorns, go ahead and type in your questions. Let's get the deck for Capricorns work and finance readings. Finance and career. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do the Naked Heart Tarot for your career and finance. Thank you, Sissy. You always remember. And I always say I'm going to write it down. I never do. And I can't commit it to memory for some reason. I don't know why. But thank you very much, Sissy. So, career and finance for Capricorns at this time. What are the messages for them? And again, how's everybody doing? How was everybody's New Year? Mine was good. We did a virtual game night with my friends. Had a very unofficial midnight toast. It was a good way to celebrate the day as safely and as we could, you know. Career and finance. Aw, thank you. Oh, Tater. What up, girl? What up, though? How is it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Chilled at home, though, but it was still good. Listen, sometimes chilling at home, there is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with that. But glad to see you. Happy New Year to you. I hope everything's going well out there. We're going to have to catch up soon. Career finance for Capricorn. The Naked Heart. I believe that's the World card in this deck. I'm going to double check. Ooh, that's a bunch that came out. Oh, yeah. The Naked Heart, I believe, is the World card. Yeah. Hermit, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe for some of you, with that general that I did just a few moments ago, maybe you're in the middle of a very big ending in your job. Hermit is here again. Hermit, I neglected to say in that general overview, is major arcana for Virgo. So some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. 2 tens. Yeah, something's going on. Pivotal changes, wrapping things up, right? Naked Heart, that's the World card. That's secondary major for you, Capricorn. That's your own energy. And then these three came out together. Hermit, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So I think possibly for some of you, it's a retirement thing. Early retirement, maybe against your will, so to speak. Because I feel even though you might be set up in a way, because the World and the Ten of Pentacles feels kind of auspicious, it feels kind of like a good jump off point or something like that, or a good portal doorway in which you're walking through, like you're ending a chapter, you're ending a cycle in your life, something like that. But the Ten of Swords appearing here along with the Hermit, it feels as though you may have felt betrayed in the situation, or you may have felt your hands are tied here. You know, you may feel as though you had no choice but to leave this job, career and finance, or give up. Give up. That's the word they want me to use. Give up on a project. Like it feels like you might be scrapping an idea. You might be not taking back, but cashing out of an investment, something like that. And it feels like, I don't know, it feels like you're bittersweet about it. Maybe for some of you Capricorns, there was a lot of your worth put into this job, put into your career, put into how you were handling your finances. I feel there was a lot of concentration there, but now you have to change gears. Now you have to think of something else, because these tens and the Naked Heart, again, equivalent to the World card, that signals some type of ending. Something is wrapping up here, or it needs to. But the Ten of Swords, again, there's like a feeling of betrayal. Like, do you feel you betrayed yourself? Because I really don't feel there's other people here, at least in this reading. Maybe with the general, there again, I felt some energies of like a boss or someone that you work with or something like that. But in this particular reading, specific to career and finance, it feels as though you're by yourself and you're doing this work yourself, or you're reflecting on the situation all by yourself, which is good, because that's what the Hermit asks of us. It asks us to do this work by ourselves, or it would be most effective when we turn introspective, be very, very aware that there's something that needs to be worked on from the inside out. And if you're doing that, that's good. That's going to help you in the long run. But again, this Ten of Swords is crazy. So I want to see the Ten of Swords. I want to clarify the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Capricorn? Because the other three cards, they feel kind of auspicious. They feel kind of positive. They feel like they would be very helpful to you. The Ten of Swords, it's over. Whatever the pain is, whatever the discomfort is, you will be getting over it. But why is it here in the first place? I'm just curious. I mean, it's your life. You probably already know. But let's see. Why is the Ten of Swords here in Capricorn's career and finance sector, please? Why is the Ten of Swords here for them? Temperance. Sagittarius energy, major kind for Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. And it's interesting. The image on it is the scale, right? So for some of you, it could also have a tie to the justice system. You could work in the legal system. You could work for, the police. You could be working for a law firm. You could be working for, the ACLU, whatever. But I feel as though maybe we had a situation where that could be why. Okay. Someone may have exploded on the job. Someone may have been really combative on the job. You or someone else, Capricorn, I don't know who. And the outcome of that is to be removed, to be dismissed, to be fired, early retirement, right? And out of that, hopefully someone grows, because the tens equal a start over point. Naked Heart, that's a start over point. Hermit, that's healing energy. This is an opportunity for somebody to really take into account any type of bad behavior or judgment or action that they took in their line of work and quote unquote fix it going forward. Because temperance is, again, we find balance again. We try our best not to make the same mistakes twice. It's not to say it's not possible. We're all human. We all make the same mistakes multiple times throughout our lives, right? But let me see one more. What else is the Ten of Swords here? One more clarification for the Ten of Swords, please. For Capricorn, why else is the Ten of Swords here? Well, I asked for one more, you get two. So, Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, yeah. So major upheaval to your career and your finances, your stability, your foundations, okay? Five of Pentacles. Like with that diamond or that gem being shattered like that, maybe this was, in some of your cases, I did say bad action. This could have been about thievery. This could have been about theft, stealing from the job, embezzling, if you're really, in that type, in that line of work or in that line of, criminal activity. But it's this feeling of lack, right? Five of Pentacles equals not enough, not enough, not enough, and feeling really shaken about that, really stirred up about that, trying to rectify that and face that challenge. Seven of Pentacles with it, again, with this Ten of Swords. I mean, that could be what someone is arguing. Again, with the possibility, with the image of on the Temperance card, someone could be arguing in a court of law, the reason I stole this money, the reason I did this bad action, this criminal activity within a job was because they didn't have enough. Okay, I'm not saying this is exactly it, and I'm not saying that this excuses anything, but it's giving me like this Les Miserables kind of vibe. Isn't one of the plot points in that musical? I never saw it. never listened to it. But I think one of the plot points is basically someone is penalized as a criminal because he's stealing bread for his starving family, right? So it's sort of like that. I didn't have enough. I couldn't pay my bills. I couldn't feed my family. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't do what I needed to do with the Five of Pentacles showing up. That's that lack. I didn't have enough to do what I needed to do to get done. So I stole it. Ten of Swords. I took it. I took what wasn't mine, and that's a damaging act. Even though I think, not everybody, but plenty of people can look at stealing from, say, a company, the company you work for, or a corporation, or some entity that is faceless. It's just a conglomeration of people or something like that. A lot of people can look at that as like a victimless crime, and that's not necessarily, well, it's not even not necessarily, it is not the truth. When you take anything that doesn't belong to you, that's, if it's not a crime, it's at least, not good karma. So Capricorn, someone here is going to be dismissed or has been dismissed because of their bad actions. Whether or not it's stealing, could be, I don't see lies here, but there's something about definitely violating the rules, definitely going against the code of conduct wherever this person works or wherever their money and their foundation is tied to. This could be, because Ten of Pentacles is here, this could be a family thing. So it could be stealing from family members, with going back to the Five of Pentacles, maybe going into somebody's jewelry box and taking, things that don't belong to you and pawning it off. So not good. This is not good. I mean, I gotta say, even though I'm mentioning words like dismissed, fired, and things like that, and maybe a little bit of recompense or having to pay fines there, that could also be there. I really feel that somebody is still going to be okay. Like whoever is in the middle of that story, whoever's the person who was doing the bad actions, possibly committing the crimes, it doesn't feel like that person is really all that bothered about it. It really feels like they feel justified in what they did. And I don't think their opinion is going to really change anytime soon, So that was interesting. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that. And remember, please subscribe and share and comment and do all that fun stuff, whether you're here now or you watch later. Any questions? Oh, you guys are talking. It can be hard to keep up with a different time zone. Oh man, that's fun. Yeah, your time zone, sissy, changing things on us out here. But I think I'm doing okay with it. I'm assuming it's more. I'm assuming you have a different opinion about it. How about that? Good. I remember your stream time, but I always forget that we're not in the same time zone. Yeah. Aren't we just like one time zone away, Tater? I think. Anyway. So no questions so far, then that's perfectly okay. We're going to move on to health and wellness. I remember because we talked about it like 15 minutes ago. Health and wellness for Capricorn, which deck? And you would think like I have like a million decks around me the way I'm like turning my head all over the place. Health and wellness for Capricorn. Yeah, okay. I believe this one is called the Gilded Tarot. I haven't looked at the box for these cards in forever. I think that's what it's called. Gilded Tarot. Anyway. All right, health and wellness for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you guys. And Tater, thank you so much for remembering and showing up. I do appreciate it. We'll have to see you in 7 months for when the Leo one happens, right? But I appreciate you coming out and showing your support. All right. Health and wellness for Capricorn. What is going on for them at this time? Good. I like that. Good. I look forward to having you here. Health and wellness for Capricorn. Oh, wow. I'm like practically through the deck and there was nothing. Okay. Tower in reverse. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Ooh, that's side position. Don't know what that is yet. And the Page of Wands. There's that Page of Wands again. Okay. Let's see about this side position. Yes. Thank you. Ooh, and the Magician in reverse. Listen. All right. Capricorn, what's up with your energy? Take all this with a grain of salt, by the way, folks. Whether you're here now or watching, 15 years from now, it doesn't matter. Tarot's not science. Things are not locked into position. It's always changeable. But this energy tonight across these 3 different categories thus far have been very difficult, very sludgy, very thick and interesting, mucusy, since we're now in the health and wellness center or reading or the portion of the reading. Yeah, Tower reverse, Magician, and the Page of Wands. Tower, secondary major for Scorpio as well as Aries. Magician, secondary major for Gemini and Virgo again. A lot of Virgo energy for you guys tonight. And Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So, listen. I think someone is trying to push something away, pretend something isn't happening, or like this is a denial. Straight up. This is someone denying something is happening in their life regarding their health and wellness, mental health, physical health, what have you, spiritual health, whatever is resonating for you guys. But someone is just like in a denial space that something isn't either as bad as it really is, or there are more options than there really are. Like someone feels they need a second opinion, but that second opinion will turn into a third, fourth, fifth, sixth opinion, because they're seeking the answer that they want to hear. They're not wanting to hear what is truly going on regarding health. Someone here doesn't want to hear that they have a diagnosis, an illness. They don't want to hear that they need to change anything. They just want to do it their way. And that is foolish, very foolish with this Page of Wands energy. I mean, the Page of Wands is not representing the full card of tarot here, but this is very young energy. This is it's very ignorant, unfortunately. Someone just like thinking they know better than their professional doctors, thinking they know better than their family members and their friends, and they're insistent that I'm going to make this okay for me the way I want to, right? Now, I'm not trying to shit on anybody's parade here, but there could be an emphasis on like naturopath or like very holistic ways of trying to find wellness. Because this page is like, you see those like oranges back there, that orange tree or something? Like somebody could be like doing a cleanse. And I'm not trying to say you shouldn't do this, but it's like this very simple act is going to be the cure-all for what's bothering somebody. And that's not the case. Magician, Tower in reverse. This is like, I don't want to laugh because it's not funny. This is like somebody thinking that they're smarter than God or smarter than science or smarter than doctors. And that's just not it. That's not, no. It doesn't have to be you, Capricorn. It could be someone you're dealing with. It does not have to be you. But at this time, someone is really denying the truth. This tower, number one, tower in reverse is not the negation of a tower moment. It's happening. It's just being delayed. It's being, like I said, in this case, ignored to a certain extent, denied to a certain extent, but it's still inevitable. Tower moments are not necessarily always destructive, but They bring about necessary changes, or they signify a pivotal change in the story at the moment, at this time in your life. And again, I feel like for some of you, this is like hearing a bad diagnosis and being like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go talk to another doctor. Doctor says, the next doctor says the same thing. And the next doctor after that says the same thing. Next doctor after that says a similar thing, but it's pretty much saying it's probably what those other 3 doctors said. So you should probably take care of it. And someone's just like, nope, nope, nope. Like they blanket. Why? Capricorn, that's not cool. And the Magician in the reverse, I think, is trying again to really change reality. This is an undeniable reality, but somebody's just like, nope, that's not true. I don't believe that. And if it's not that it's not true, they'll just say, I don't believe that. They might say there has to be an alternative. And, I don't know why anybody would do that. I mean, it's very specific, but I get it, but I'm also kind of like, but I feel it's almost it's like a disservice to be this deep in the denial. That's the problem here. Okay. I don't know that we need to clarify anything. I mean, I guess we could do the Page of Wands. So let's ask specifically, why is the Page of Wands behaving this way? Why is the Page of Wands responding this way? Let's ask that. Why is the Page of Wands responding this way? Why are they thinking this way? Please show me. Jesus. All right. Okay. Because they want a recovery. They want things to either go back to normal. They want things to be reset. They want things to be restarted. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be dealing with an air sign or, again, a fire sign. You don't have to be. This could be you. But there's like this insistence on there's nothing wrong, or it's not that bad. There's nothing to fear here, because the Knight of Swords is very fearless. Of the knights in the tarot deck, this is known to be the bravest knight, because the knight will rush into the situation, not really thinking, and is just like really driven by their passion, driven by their spirit, driven by their belief in themselves. So someone is very much believing that they know more than any professional doctor. They know more than any expert in the field, whatever we're talking about. It doesn't even have to be about physical health. Again, this could be about spiritual health. This could be about mental health. This could just be about general wellness. I know more about lifting weights than you do. And I'm not saying me, but there might be someone who's just like, I know how to work out. I know how to, do proper movements with my body for the most optimal physical, results. And somebody's just like, you're going to pull your back out if you do it like that. You don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly what I'm doing. You didn't stretch. You're going to pull a hammy, And somebody's just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Like, very insistent. Sure. I mean, I feel this energy throughout all of these readings thus far, Capricorn. I feel all of this is very stuck, stubborn, thick, weighted. And now this particular reading, arrogant, ignorant. I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm not trying to demean anybody, but that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody is in pure denial about something. And not that they're proud of it. It's more of like they're not even going to consider that they could be wrong. There's something about, there's no way I could be wrong. And that could be coming from, fear, health and wellness. And a lot of people have a lot of fear about that. If you are diagnosed with something, or a treatment is suggested to you and you're afraid of the treatment, you're afraid of surgery or something like that, a lot of people have reasons to be resistant when it comes to taking on advice regarding their health and wellness. So I'm not here to say this person is crazy. I'm not here to say that this person is completely wrong, but I think somewhere in here, a bit of this energy is really trying to ignore the facts. Very big alternate reality energy here. I don't think I need to clarify anything else. I think that's a pretty clear shot there. The impetus, the motivation for this person's action, again, is they want to call the shots. They want to see the solution that not benefits them, but that fulfills them, that makes them feel good. So let's take it this way. And I'm not saying this is for everybody. Clearly, it's statistically not possible. But let's say someone did get a terminal diagnosis of a type, friend of yours, family member of yours, you yourself, and doctors say, the treatment is, some type of therapy which will harm the body or will drain them of energy, and they're given however long to live the rest of their lives. This person doesn't want to go that route because it's a slow degrade, right? They slowly lose who they are through this medically sound and advisable treatment, which might lead to some type of recovery. They say, fuck that. I want to do it my way. So I'm going to go the natural route, natural, whatever natural means to them, right? Because again, with these orange trees in the background there, they're going to do it their way. Because if they're going to, unfortunately, pass away, they want to do it on their terms. They don't want to, die in a hospital bed or die in hospice or anything like that. They'd rather live life and enjoy it till the end of the road. And, if that's someone's choice, that's somebody's choice. In my opinion, other people might feel differently. It might be very painful for you if this is a friend or a family member to hear that, so it's up to you how you can respond there. Okay. Capricorn. Wow. All right. We got one more to go. Any questions out there? Bunch of creep. I'm gonna say this. I'm meaning it very playfully, but I got a lot of creepers in the program tonight, in the stream tonight. Thank you all for coming. Of course, I again, I'm joking. I appreciate you all for being here. But if you are a Capricorn and you're here now, feel free to ask a question. If not, we're gonna move on and do the love portion of the reading. Let me grab some water. Oh God, did you say anything? Oh no, you guys didn't say anything. Okay. Love portion of the reading for Capricorn. Hopefully look, they all can't be winners, right? Winners, these readings, yeah? Love portion for Capricorn. I'm between two decks, it looks like. It's like they keep toying with me. They keep going back and forth between these two decks. Which deck for the love and romance sector for Capricorn, please? Yeah, we'll do this one. But I don't know what that was about. That was like a little teasing thing that was going on there. All right, love and romance for Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get it. Love and romance for you guys. Oh my. Oh, that was a bad shuffle. Don't want that. That was a bad shuffle. Love and romance for Capricorn. Last one. Thank you. All right, guys. Let's see what you got. Love and romance for Capricorn. Is that 3? That's 4. So we're going to start with that. First pair. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then the Page of Wands. Again, that's 3 or 4 times the Page of Wands has appeared in your reading. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Hierophant, Major Arcana for Taurus. All right. Well, I feel for several of you guys, you have an established relationship with someone, and it's not the most mature thing in your life. You could be married to this person, you could be long-term dating this person, but what we have is we have 2 people, 2 individual energies that are showing up not the most mature. Okay, so first, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, all right? And then Page of Wands, Hierophant. Now, as they're matched, as they fell to the table in these pairings, it could be that the Nine of Pentacles is the more quote unquote successful member of this pairing. And again, it could be you're married to this person, dating this person. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this isn't really single-ish energy. It could be dating, semi-serious dating for a few of you. But for many of you, I feel this is a longer commitment. So I'm going to talk about this first group as a commitment. We'll do a singles for you guys after, for single Capricorn, see what energies come out there. So for those who are already in something, one of the partners is on paper, more successful than the other. Okay. Not by much, Knight versus Page, but it's enough. And I feel the Knight of Pentacles energy could be you, Capricorn, or you could be on this other side. Take your pick. But it feels like they're really just like, they just care about getting things done, checking things off of the list. They might have personal life goals that outshine the goals that they have in the relationship. They might have material goals that outshine it's like this person in some cases thinks about their own prosperity more than the prosperity of the unit of the two people, right? They care more about how they look right now or how they're going to look in the future, how much money they'll have, what kind of status they're going to have, what kind of house they're going to have. Okay. It's sort of like someone in a relationship who uses a lot of I statements or talks about themselves and not about the couple. It's not a big deal to everybody, but I was in a relationship like that where my partner constantly talked about, well, I'm going to do, or like if we were going somewhere, they would say, okay, I'll be over soon. We were both going, but the statement was, I'll be over there soon. It's like forgetting the partner, subconsciously forgetting the partner. That's what this feels like. It could be a prioritization or a focus on the job with this person on this side. Yeah, it could be a prioritization of the job, focusing on the job. And that's great because this person has a very innate talent for taking care of business, taking care of the bottom line. But romantically speaking, madly in love or like passionate, it's not really over here. And that could be also like how they were raised, not to say they were raised to be like that, but there could be like a big emphasis on family history and certainly, keeping up appearances. So even if this person did have some passion within them, their family culture or atmosphere just kind of stamped that out of them. It's just like, nope. Like this person probably doesn't do PDA. Not to say like PDA is the marker of like the greatest love story ever or something. No, it's just this person is very private in those ways, or they're not very expressive when it comes to love. They're more practical when it comes to love. Okay. So they would make a good provider, but not even the difference. The hitch here is a Knight of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. Like nobody here, even, this channel is not for children. This channel is for adults. So everybody here is of legal age, but the energy markers of these two people are not the most mature. So there's growth to be had with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe they need to get out of this focus on the material. Maybe they need to stop prioritizing money and or the job and or their own physical appearance. Because I do get the sense that this person they want to look good, they want to smell good, they want all those things. They want the trappings of attractiveness, the trappings of success. They want to look the part. And maybe that's overemphasized. Maybe there's too much of that. The person on the other side could be you also, Capricorn. I don't know where you are. Again, Page of Wands and the Hierophant. Now here comes somebody who is passionate, adventurous, creative, all that kind of good stuff, but less of a leg to stand on in terms of financial accomplishment in terms of their career. They might not have a career. It might be one of these career person over here, person who just has a job over here. There's a slight difference there, right? And this person over here, I think they are still traditional enough for the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, again, with that Ten of Pentacles next to them, is interested in firm foundations, generational decorum, or what do you call that? Traditional. Thank you. So both parties are probably traditional, or at least they're traditional enough for each other. But this person is just not as mature. Page of Wands is just not as mature. It could be, I don't want to say like this is about an age difference. I don't think it's that. I think it's a matter of this person just might not have as much experience. Like I get somebody who it's like somebody who knows the rules, but doesn't necessarily follow the rules all the time. So they know what's expected of them. They know what you expect of them, or the other partner in the relationship expects of them, but then they break those rules, or they bend those rules, or they're just like, oh, I didn't know. You did know. It's like they haven't given up their playfulness. And I don't think that, again, a successful relationship is without playfulness, but it's something where this person on this side overemphasizes the fun. And so I think these two people are heavily on these extreme opposite points. Very, very serious, very, very pragmatic, very, very practical versus fun, flirtation, sexy time, breaking rules, being a rebel. And that makes sense. Opposites attract, It makes sense that these two people would be together and or want to be together, but it just, I don't know. There's some concern here. Like I feel concern in this energy because I feel these two people possibly are sticking to their guns. It feels like they both don't necessarily want to mature or grow up too much, or consider the ways in which they need to change. And the Hierophant also, it could be, if this is not a marriage, it's looming in the background. So for some of you, you're already married to this person. Others of you, you're engaged or you talk about marriage, but it doesn't get that far. And I think that's done on purpose because I think one of these parties, I don't know which, says they want to be married, but they don't want to be married because they know it's going to require them to step up more and they're not ready to step up. It could be either person. Because the Hierophant has a lot of expectations, that traditional expectation, that religious or moral expectation, right? And I don't think, like it could be they're mutually lying to each other. Oh yeah, I want to get married. Oh, but 2020 was such a bad year. We can't do that, so let's just push it off to next year, 2021, this year, right? And it feels like someone here, either one or both of these people, have no intention of actually getting married. They're just saying it. They're just saying it to stay in the game, to stay relevant in the relationship, saying it because it's what the other person wants to hear. And it's just like, I don't know. So I'm going to ask, what's the major issue between these two people? And then we're going to move on and do the singles reading after that. Okay. What's the major issue between these two people? I don't know where you are in this, Capricorn. Plug yourself in. It's a general reading, of course, So what is the major issue between these two people? What's the problem here? Why can't these... I mean, it's like the relationship is together, but it might be hanging by a thread. The relationship is together and possibly it's been together for a long time that we take for granted that nothing will change. So it's sort of, okay, it could be that. And again, I did say some of you are married to this person. So it could be like we've been together for so many years. There's no reason to change. There's no reason to grow. There's no reason to mature. Nothing. He's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. So it doesn't feel, it feels like nobody's motivated to try to do anything to make this a happier union, a healthier union. Okay. Something like that. What's the major problem here between these two people? What is the issue? What is the central issue here between these two people in the relationship? What is the central issue between these two people in this relationship? Two of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. Not wanting to put in the work. Feeling stuck at a choice point, stuck at a crossroad, unwilling to decide whether we're going left or right, east or west, right? Now, on this card, what do we see? This person, this humanoid, because they've got 4 arms, right? Holding on to the broom and the mop, but they're not doing so in a collaborative motion or in a way that makes it so we could get to sweeping and we could get to mopping, right? So these two people in some ways are canceling each other out. They're counterproductive to each other. Why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm doing that, but that's the motion. Interesting. And I'll mention this because I put this deck down on the table, right? And I put it down face up. On the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. So for some of you Capricorns, this is someone who is significant to you. Again, you may have known them since you were a young person. You may have had a crush on them in high school and you married your high school sweetheart, something like that. But 6 of Cups does indicate some type of nostalgic, long-term sort of, it's like a retrospect. It's like you're able to see a long history between you and this person. And because it is like, this is the feeling here is, it is what it is. And I hate that phrase so much. I hate it. But that seems to apply here. It is what it is. I am how I am. They are how they are. Neither of us is going to change, and neither of us is willing to change or wanting to change or believes that change is possible. 2 of Wands. Spirit, belief, having the willpower to do something and being resistant to it. X across the chest like that. 6 of Cups also for other readers, and I'll allow it because I don't know all of your stories, but it can indicate a soulmate relationship, and that fits into what I'd say about soulmates. This type of energy that is here. Just because someone is your soulmate doesn't mean you're going to have the most spectacular relationship with them from start to finish. There will be good parts, there will be bad parts, but soulmate is not the negation of anything negative. And number 2, even though this very much is a love relationship or romantic or some type of commitment, it doesn't have to be that. I don't think many of you are dealing with this person in a friendship or a family capacity. I feel like most of you, you're dating this person, you're married to this person, you're committed to this person, and you're both just standing there, arms crossed at each other, not wanting to change, not wanting to be more serious or not even more serious, not wanting to mature in some type of way. You might have a marriage, but it could be a better marriage is what this feels like. And that's not me. I don't know your specifics, but this is like the energy. If you feel miserable or if you feel unfulfilled or they do, there's no reason for that. You both have the capacity to be better, but nobody wants to make a move on being better. And I think to some extent, it's conditioned. I'm just used to it. It is what it is, and someone's just like, I don't know. I just think that's a little bit sad. But again, I don't know the specifics, and I'm not in your shoes, so I can't really judge. Okay. So Capricorn, that works for those that's a commitment. We're going to do a singles reading for those who are singles, because that definitely felt like long-term, we've been doing this for a while kind of energy. And maybe that's why I was caught between the 2 decks, because I'm going to switch over and I'm going to use this deck because I was back and forth when we initially got to this love and romance sector. So let's do a singles reading in love and romance, specifically for single Capricorns. You are single, you are ready to mingle, you are solo, dolo, you have nobody checking you out, or maybe you do, but you're certainly not committed to anybody, and no one's committed to you. Okay, so let's see what the messages are in love and romance for single Capricorns, please. Ooh. Good, they like that. They were pleased with that one. All right, let's see what's going on for single Capricorns in love and romance. What is the situation here? Hermit, Virgo energy again. Capricorn, you guys are. January's not really your season. This start of the year is not really popping too much. I say that prematurely, perhaps, because the Hermit doesn't always have to be such a dreary card. But let's see. One more, please, for Capricorn. Or see, as soon as I call the numbers, they give me more than what I asked for. So I just should not call numbers, right? All right. So Hermit was first. Then the Empress. Okay. Okay, I like that. Oh, and then the Hangman and the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. So some of you singles, you're looking at the past. Straight up. You're looking at the past. But let's talk about these cards and give a little bit of context. So Hermit, major arcana for Virgo, could be dealing with a Virgo. Empress, secondary major for Taurus and Libra, could be dealing with any of those signs. You don't have to be. Hangman in reverse, secondary major for Pisces, could be dealing, don't have to be. And the Six of Swords. So definitely, some of you are looking, searching, considering, studying, reflecting on the past. Okay, with that Hermit energy. So that's looking over past relationships, either your most recent or all of them. I don't really know. And hopefully you're using it, this search, this looking, this reflection for growth, for self-improvement, or trying to puzzle out, well, what was I supposed to do? Like, what was I learning there? Or what was I experiencing there? That's a really high vibe way to look at the past. However, others of you, it's like looking back and considering going back. But that might be a good idea for some of you. That might be a terrible idea for others of you. I feel, Capricorn, you might be in a better place with the Empress right next to that Hermit energy. You might be very well off, stable, secure, happy to a certain extent. If you're single, well, I mean, this is for singles, right? But the Empress is that energy of I'm content, I'm fine, I'm doing very, very good for myself, and I'm not sweating anything in terms of love and romance. I'm not sweating anything in terms of my dating life. I'm not sweating anything in terms of my material world, right? But that Hermit is got that flashlight, looking in the dark, searching, looking. So as much as you can say, I'm good by myself, I feel some of you are like, but I don't want to be by myself. And I just get the sense of like going backwards or looking back. So it could be you've got exes reaching out to you. You could be, drunk dialing a couple people. You don't have to be. But I just feel this energy of like, on the surface, on paper, everything's cool. I'm doing well for myself. I don't need anybody else, but wanting somebody else, and possibly wanting someone from the past. Now, Hangman and Six of Swords, both in reverse. This could be the person or someone around you who you're looking at, who you're connecting with at this time, or this is the move that some of you are going to make. Hangman reverse, not really getting the message, not really connecting to some new perspective that is better for you. When we have the Hangman in reverse, it's like the universe, God, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, your friends, your best friend, whoever, some influence, something is nudging you saying, hey, think about it this way. Maybe think about it that way. In reverse, resistant to that. Don't want to do that. Kind of going back to the general overview that we had in the beginning, and also tying to the health and wellness, I think it was, just like saying that is not the reality I choose to believe in. That is not, it doesn't resonate with me. I don't want that for myself. So it's a denial. The Hangman in the reverse can be a denial. Okay. I advise against it, but you can do what you want. and the Six of Swords in reverse is like Six of Swords normally is progression away from difficulty, away from what is dissatisfactory. And with it being in reverse, you're either stuck in a moment, right? You're stuck in a moment and you had, almost as if she was on a sinking ship, right? Or a sinking canoe or something like that, right? So it's like either being stuck in a moment or again, circling back to something that you had engaged in at a previous time. So singles, I think you stand in a moment where you can continue to be solo. You can continue to be sufficient all on your own. This Empress energy feels really good in that regard. But I think your loneliness, your singleness, boredom perhaps, because there is a tendency that the Empress can be so fulfilled that they become bored. So they seek out fun, adventure, excitement, right? So I think you could stay where you are and chill out, but many of you are thinking of going back towards a person or a situation. Interesting. A lifestyle is what they popped into my head just then. So maybe some of you, to think about that lifestyle thing, maybe some of you are going to go back to behaviors that you had when you were younger. Like maybe you used to like date a lot of people, date multiple people at once. And maybe now that you're older, maybe you don't do that as much anymore, right? Maybe you're just like, all right, well, I've been single for so long, or I feel fine on my own. Why shouldn't I have a couple of boyfriends? Why shouldn't I have a couple of girlfriends? Something like that. No shame, no judge here. Go for it. Do it. Be safe. Make good choices. Okay. So I want to see let's ask what's upcoming, because this feels like it's mostly just your energy, single Capricorns. Again, you could be looking at another person and they are in a position of denial. They're in a position of being stuck. They could be in a position of not being open to new perspectives, or they could be on the other. That could have been you, what I just described, or they could be over here where they're reflecting. They're looking at their in the inner work that they have to do, but they're also sitting in a position of power or a position of comfortability. So pick your side, whichever side you're on. But let's see what's upcoming. Let's ask that. What is upcoming for Capricorn, single Capricorns at this time in their love lives? What is upcoming for single Capricorns regarding their love and romance? Okay. Because again, that doesn't have to be a person. It could be someone that you're looking at. They don't have to be though. But what is upcoming for single Capricorns? Knight of Cups, water sign energy. Okay. So you might have a love offer coming in. You might have a date coming in. Male or female, doesn't matter. Just because there's a bearded gentleman on the card doesn't mean it comes in the form of a man. But Cups energy, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be dealing with, don't have to be. Also could be apologies, because I did say some of you are looking at the past, looking at your exes, or one particular ex that you're missing. And so you or that person might come forward with an apology. If not, if it's a new person, romantic, sure. Caring, yes. The fact that he's wearing a suit, some of you might meet him or her in a professional setting. You might work with this person, or they have a very professional air about them. They might be well dressed. It doesn't have to be in a suit, but they just might have a really good physical appearance. They might be attractive to you in terms of the clothes that they wear, the fashion that they choose. But I gotta say, I'm a little worried because I don't think this person is coming with much, meaning they're lacking something. They don't have everything that you're looking for, or they're going to feel you don't have everything that they're looking for. And I think that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I think that this person has good intentions because, okay, why do I say that? I say that because he looks kind of small. I shouldn't say small, although that could be a problem. He looks short, right? Please focus better. There, I think you can see that just a little bit better. Maybe not. But he looks, there we go. He looks short. And listen, no knocking on short men, no knocking on short women, no knocking on short people at all. I'm a tall person. I like them. They're fun. No, I'm messing around. But it's something like that. It feels like this person has just about everything you're looking for, or vice versa. You have almost everything they're looking for, but there could be something that's just a little disappointing. And some people are like that. I've talked with my friends quite a bit about height. One friend in particular, and it's like a deal breaker for this friend. I'm just like, it's not that bad, and they're like, nope, 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 nope. That's not the right height. I'm like, okay, sure, go ahead. So some of you might see this person, meet this person, or again, it could be someone that you've been with before, and and if it's someone that you've been with before, you already know there's something about them that isn't it. You know, exes don't become exes because they're the best person for you. They become exes because you guys are somehow mismatched. So I feel that is possibly going on here, especially for those where it's ex. If it's a new person, I think it's like, you know, it's like a little bit of a wah wah, just a little bit of a wah wah. But I think they're charming. I think they're nice. This person's energy feels very positive in the sense of like they'd be a good person to date. Marriage, if that's on your mind, I doubt it. But someone to spend time with, someone to build a little bit of a relationship with, build a little bit of a rapport with, I think it'd be nice. But I wouldn't expect fireworks to go off immediately when you meet this person, okay? All right, Capricorn, that is your singles, love, and romance reading. Oh, man. Ooh, we're over an hour. That's good. I try to make these at least an hour. But no questions. That's perfectly all right. Listen, Capricorn, final call. If there's any Capricorns here in the chat tonight and you have a question, feel free to drop it down in the comment box right now. Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping this up. Oh, man. Which is good for me because, per usual, I'm hungry. I don't eat regularly enough. I really need to work on that. I go long hours without eating. It's a bad habit. Very bad habit. But let's see. So again, well, Capricorn, I'm going to assume many of you missed it. If not, all of you missed it, but that's okay. But again, if you guys want to get at me at a later date for a reading, you can feel free to look in the description box below. Contact information is down there. If you have any questions before you place an order or reach out to me, just email me at the same address that you see listed there, email address that you see listed there, okay? Capricorn, that is going to conclude your season reading. If you found messages here that resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed before. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Take care, everybody. Good night.